Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing video. My name is Fudce, and no, we're not unboxing Ayumi down there, and yes, that is zoomed in dramatically. But I've got Ayumi there for a very good reason, because with unboxing, even though it's not a loot crate, we'll be needing my Ayumi for scale. And yeah, she is literally that tiny. If I can move my headphones slightly out of the way. You can still just about see in my corner, so I'll move them even further. There we are. So let's move Ayumi to one side for now. Let's move in, show you exactly why I need something for scale today. I've received today the new, from Nintendo, Super Nintendo Entertainment Center Nintendo Classic Mini. This SNES Mini. Everybody wants one. There it is. It's quite a big box, big, chunky. No, this thing's really, really tiny actually. I mean, it's about 2.5 Ayumus tall. And yeah, that will show you how small it is. But yeah, this arrived today from Amazon. It's been released finally. This is the European model, as shown by the European ratings board. I think that's the German one, I think. The European one. And Russian, I imagine, looking at the writing. This comes with 20 games plus 1. On the back of it, let's go back. Here's the games. We have Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, Secret of Mana, F-Zero, Castlevania 3, A Link to the Past, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Contra 3, Earthbound, Super Punch-Out, Super Metroid, Final Fantasy 6, Star Fox, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario Kart, Mega Man X, Kirby Superstar, Kirby's Dream Course, Yoshi's Island, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, plus Star Fox 2. That's one people are excited about. Never been released properly anywhere. So without further ado, let's get into a console. Shall we? Open up the box. I didn't actually buy the original NES Mini. By the time I really realised it was worth buying, it is sold out everywhere. So the moment this went up on Amazon, I ordered it. And from the sound of it, I was lucky to, because they were sold quickly. So I'll throw that to one side. Actually, I'll keep my box. So I like having a box on display where I can. Yeah, we've got my box there. And what's in the box? So the first thing we have, we'll get to that in a moment, is the manual. Pretty much straightforward thing. Also my Nintendo 300 Platinum Points thing with a code, which I'm not going to show you because those are mine. The ops manual tells you how to use it. I think we know how to use a manual, so I'll push that to one side. We have keyboards, actually controllers. We have cables. I'll get to a console in a moment. Yes, if you can see through that already, you can see how tiny and weeny it is. We have unplug AC adapter and disconnect cable when not in use. What AC adapter? Does this come with an AC adapter? There we are, AC adapter is not included. To use this console, you will need the following: Nintendo USB adapter, or another adapter USB port, TV monitor or HDMI port. While some USB compatible devices may be able to supply power, Nintendo cannot recommend any particular device. So yes, it is USB powered, it seems. Well, I think the first one was that as well, though, so it's not actually that surprising. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a standard USB Type C, no Type USB plug. I'm literally recording this while watching a stream in the background. I've got the stream muted, but if I showed you a stream, it would literally just be Milby. But yeah, it's just basic USB cord. Decent length. It's that's how long it is quartered. So yeah, it's standard length USB cable. We have the HDMI cable, which is quite standard HDMI cable. You don't really need to be told too much about that. Oh, and I'm watching. How's this for a bit of meta? I'm watching Milby opening his Super Nintendo. There we are. Now comes the actual console itself. There it is. Literally hand-sized. Got power, reset, the eject doesn't do anything. This literally pulls off, I believe. So you've got the controller ports there. Power, HDMI, bottom. And the controllers are basic SNES controllers. And to give you some ideas of scale, I'm going to put those to one side for now. Got a few other things. I have a Nintendo New 3DS XL. I have the Nintendo Switch. And most notably, I'm going to move everything out of the way for this one. The original PlayStation 3. No, sorry, that is just tiny. So I'm going to check out the games on this. It is literally palm sized. I think the person with a picture, yeah, about right size hands. And check out some games with this. I may upload some at some point. Yeah, this is tiny, weeny little SNES. Well, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'll probably put some clips of video games after this from this. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. And here we have some after-roll images from the Nintendo SNES Mini, as I'll show you a few seconds of gameplay from each of the 21 games. I think first up we have Contra. It plays pretty decent. I'm pretty bad at it. Next we have Donkey Kong Country. A classic game. It plays really, really well, as you'd expect from a Nintendo machine. As I unleashed Diddy Kong onto a world. It felt weird playing all these old games because the controls feel so sluggish, but that's how they were back in those days. Next, a game I've never played before, Earthbound. And I was feeling a bit lost, but that's more of a game itself, not me. I was basically wandering around trying to talk to everything. And I did find myself an item here. I opened the present and I found a cracked bat. And in that bat I found Mute City, F-Zero. Again, it would help to learn the controls before I start playing these games. I didn't really know which one was Accelerate initially. But yep, it plays really, really well. Not played them to any length of time at this point, but I'm sure if you ever play these games in the past yourself, you know what they are. This was, as I'm sure most people recognise, is Final Fantasy VI, or Final Fantasy III as it's labelled on the console. There'll be more from Final Fantasy a bit later. I'll tell you why a bit later as well. Managed to get a little bit into a game, had one battle. Oh, and here's one of the Kirby games. There's two Kirby games. This one, which is loads and loads of mini games plus the actual platform game itself. This was the Power of Strength, which I lost that one badly. Megaton Punch, I think this one was called. Megaton Punch Championship. And here's the other Kirby game. it's effectively Kirby Golf. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing here. But I eventually find out that it is actually just Kirby Golf, and you need to get through all of these weird head things in order to unlock the green. As anyone will know, this is now Mega Man X. And it is a classic Mega Man action. Brutal hard at times. We're running and gunning to the right. This one's Secret of Mana, one of the most disappointing games, purely simply because this one's actually a free-player game, but you only got 2 controller ports. There's no way of adding a multi-tap to it, so you're screwed into only having 2 players in this game, which limits the functionality. But it plays really well. Now Star Fox. Again, this one plays really well. It's not aged very well, to be honest. It's very, very polygonal. Very, very jagged. And of course, this is actually Star Fox 2, the unreleased game. Thought I'd show you the intro since it's the most interesting part of it, I think. Still got the classic 1996 copyright for Nintendo there. You can actually play as all of those 6 characters down the bottom of this game. Now here's me versus Dalsim in Street Fighter. Again, I did play Street Fighter a bit when I was a kid. Not on the SNES, I think I played it on the... I can't remember what machine I played it on, but I did play quite a bit, but I have gotten a bit rusty. And also Castlevania. I played Castlevania on the NES, but never actually a SNES when I was a kid. So I remember basically what you have to do in it, but I don't remember much about what you have to do. But again, it plays pretty much the same as I remember. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Now, when I first played this one, I had absolutely no idea how to get beyond this screen because that thing there, I can walk past it, but I can't. Turns out you can actually double jump or jump climb up stuff. But I didn't realise that at first. I was just trying to do this. And of course, Super Mario Kart, everybody's favourite game on this. After playing all the later Super Mario Karts and returning to this, it felt weird, but it is a game I did play as a kid, so I do understand this one. And actually won this race as well, which is nice. I'm sorry to the Princess Peach. Here's Super Mario RPG. The boss fight against Bowser. It plays like an RPG. An RPG starring Mario. What to expect from Super Mario RPG. And this is one... Oh dear, I died. Oh well. This is one I've played a lot, but I would never be able to match the skills of people I've seen playing it because I mainly see it through the likes of Seth Bling. And I always see him doing credits warps there. Oh, and Super Metroid. I've recently been watching CoStar play this on his channel. The new game anyway. And this one is just the same as that one, just older. Or here's a classic game, Super Punch-Out. The effectively first-person beat-em-up. You may even call it the precursor to ARMS, actually, thinking about it. Look at the perspective there. It is pretty much a precursor to ARMS. Imagine this, but with stretchable limbs. Oh, and Zelda, of course. Link to the Past. Classic Zelda game. And... oh, I went this way with this one, didn't I? This one I played quite a bit more actually, whilst we're playing it all. I played a full level of this one for Yoshi's Island. Real fun game, this one. And here we have our Final Fantasy demo here. Now, this is actually an extended one, to be honest with me, because the SNES Mini has loads of different modes you can have a screen on. I'm going to run through some of these modes. Now, this is the classic 4:3 mode. Now we move to the scan lines. You can immediately notice the scan lines have been added in. It looks a lot older. I don't quite like the scan lines myself. Other people love them, but it kind of blurs the image. And here's exact pixels. So you can actually have exact pixels on the screen, which is nice modes to have. It is a lot clearer, but I've gone back to 4:3 for the next one because you can also have frames. Now this first frame is quite subtle. You actually get a slight glow around it. Here you have a little grid pattern in the background, as if it's in a 3D world. A little bit of a glittery pattern in the background. There's some of these overexposed and circles and bubbles. Very nice. Artsy cubes and squares. I don't know why I said cubes, they're actually squares, but looks like you're playing it on a tablecloth or something like that. And dots! Dotty map. That sounds quite nice actually. Oh, now you got the wood effect as if you're playing it on a classic old wooden TV. And now we're playing in space! And an old stereo system. I think the last this one's got the curtains from Mario 3. And the last one is a cityscape. Well, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. My name, as ever, remains Fudce. Bye bye.